Hi, this is Phil Hinton and welcome to another video on avforums.tv. Today we're in Amsterdam and we're here for the Panasonic Convention 2009.
Panasonic organized this convention for the benefit of both the dealers and the press and use it to exhibit their new products for 2009. Obviously, the ones that are of most interest to AV Forums include Viera TV, projector and Blu-ray displayer, and that's what we're going to take a look at today.
This year's convention signals the launch of Panasonic's Neo PDP technology, which is claimed to boost performance over the entire range against the outgoing 2008 models, and allows the high-end Z1 to be just 24.7mm thick. Other new features on this year's TV range are FreeSat models as well as Viera Cast and Viera Link.
Indeed, the new TV range looks to be fully loaded with not only features, but from what we've seen so far, a step up in performance as well. The two high-end consumer TVs announced for 2009 will also support THX certification and picture preset. This is certainly a move in the right direction, and maybe we can persuade them to add ISF C3 for 2010. Phil caught up with UK Plasma product manager Fabrice Esternel.
So Fabrice, we're starting to look at Viera here for 2009, but obviously we're starting at the future,
yes,
which seems a little bit strange, but maybe you can explain that.
Okay, so what you have here, Phil, is the next year's plasma generation, so next year's evolution of Neo PDP. Well, two main advantages. The first one is the thickness, so we are on 8.8mm, when this year's model is 24.7mm. And the second point is about power consumption reduction. We have the explanation here just behind us. We are showing that to reach the same amount of brightness as a 2007 model, we need only 30% of the power requested. On the other hand, if you want to see it on the other way, with the same level of power, we will have 3 times more brightness as 2007.
So I guess, Fabrice, what you're saying is that 2010's models are going to be 3 times more energy efficient.
Yes, compared with the 2007 plasma TV. Yeah.
Now, we're talking about 2010. I think it's time we go and have a look at 2009. So, Fabrice, the big news is obviously 2009's range. So maybe you could take us through it quickly. We've got all the models here.
Yes, you have the Neo PDP range, so the Full HD models. You got the G10 on top, the G15, V10, and the Z1. So you've got all the range of Neo PDP in front of you. The main improvement, let's say, compared to the current range, we have it's in terms of picture quality. We have a higher brightness, higher contrast ratio. We have now 1080 lines motion picture resolution compared with 920 this year, and we have, as we explained previously, an improvement in power consumption and slimmer design because the Z1 is, as we said, 24.7mm, but even the G15 and the V10 are 2-inch deep.
Now, your two flagship models are the V and the Z series.
Yes.
And they come THX certified as well?
Yes, they do. So it's the first time for us to have a THX certified plasma TV. So Z1 in 46 and 54 inch, and the V10 in 42 and 50 inch.
Now, people might think THX, that means sound, but actually THX is the picture mode that's going to be in these, and that'll be D65 Rec 709 standard?
Yeah, we will follow the THX video certification, so you will be able to select that in the menu. Yeah.
And another thing with the Z1 is that it comes with a media box as well.
Yes, it does. We have a wireless HD communication transmission. One of the key advantages of this technology for us is that we have a lossless transmission, so we can enjoy the Blu-ray with the full 1080p resolution.
So obviously this is the wireless system that we're looking at now, Fabrice,
Yes.
and maybe you can tell our viewers how it actually works.
It's very simple. You plug all your devices onto this box, and this box contains all the tuners, including FreeSat tuners for the UK, and everything is transmitted wirelessly from this transmitter to the receiver onto the TV. It's, as we said, lossless, 1080p. We use the 60 GHz bandwidth. It's actually 4 gigabit per second, the transmission. And I'm in between, and as you can see, the picture is still working perfectly fine. And to show you that it's not a trick, if I put my hands there, you can clearly see the picture disappearing, and it's back.
And it's not just the plasma range that gets a host of new technologies. Indeed, the new LCD ranges have motion control to help resolve detail on screen during fast-running material, boasting around 900 lines of resolution for the IPSA panels. Both technologies were also shown to improve motion handling, with Neo PDP for 2009 boasting 1080 lines of resolution on show. So with TV covered, what about big screen entertainment? Hartmut Kalesa gives us the rundown on the PTAE 3000 projector.
Yes, Phil, thanks. We're very happy that you can recommend the PTA 3000, and we are very happy to show it here at the convention. The strong point of the projector still, of course, is the main feature, the lens memory function, which lets you easily adjust your contents, either 4:3 TV signal, 16:9 digital video, or even CinemaScope format contents coming from Blu-ray. You can easily adjust them to your screen and have your content always being shown without black bars at the bottom and top, and always shown in the best format available. I mean, you have to keep in mind an external lens that comes with another 3,000–4,000 grand, and that also has some disadvantages, because you need to electronically stretch the picture before you expand it with the external lens. So that's an additional scaling process, which we don't want to have. We want to play a native picture if possible. And secondly, the anamorphic lens can also add some cushion effects to your screen, so that you need, again, a curved screen to compensate this. So there are pros and cons, but at Panasonic we believe that without stretching the picture, just zooming it up, it gives the more cost-efficient but also better picture than anamorphic lens.
One item that did create some buzz with the amassed European AV journalists was Panasonic's 3D HD demonstration. Although Hollywood is currently chasing after 3D on the back of increased box office revenue, I personally felt that the effect was distracting at best. Couple this with the fact that it requires a new Blu-ray player, a new TV, and new HDMI technology to support the bandwidth. Oh, and let's not forget the 3D shutter glasses. And you can maybe understand why I won't be too disappointed if things stay in 2 dimensions.
It'll be interesting to see how Panasonic manage with the new 3D standardization push that they're likely to make this year. But in terms of movie playback, there are also 2 new standalone Blu-ray players, as well as FreeSat-enabled BD recorders, all slated to arrive in the UK this year. And for the first time, portable Blu-ray machines. Steve Lucas takes us through the new Blu-ray range.
Well, our Unifor chip has been used in our Blu-ray lineup from the beginning. So, of course, we have gradually developed this chip into the single chip LSI that you see here today. So, by managing to squeeze everything into one LSI, we can control and produce very, very high picture quality and very low noise, and also very good power consumption from this single LSI.
So I guess we're moving away from just having a Blu-ray disc player that plays Blu-ray into more functionality and networking and so on. So what do your 2 playback devices actually do other than Blu-ray?
Yes, as you say, networking is very important for us, and of course we have been involved in the development of SD card from the very beginning, and so we incorporate an SD card slot on our Blu-ray player, but also for the first time this year, USB slot as well. So this means that we can import JPEG images, AVC HD footage, MP3 music files, all now onto our Blu-ray player as a hub of our entertainment.
Now, playback devices, we've had them for a few years now, but actually moving on to Blu-ray recorders, it's been a case of we haven't quite had the services there yet. So you're quite happy now to go ahead in the UK?
Yes, it's true that we've been waiting a while for the ability to be able to record high definition from a broadcaster, and with FreeSat, of course, this has now been made available to us. So we can launch the first UK Blu-ray recording model that can record directly 1080p onto a Blu-ray disc.
And that wraps up our video coverage from the Panasonic Convention 2009. For full details on all the products announced, then please direct your browsers to the full news story on avforums.com.